is with us. Eddie's in San Antonio. Hi, Eddie. What's your question?
Mr. Ramsey, Dr. Deloney, thank you very much for taking my phone call. Got a 22, an 18, and a 16. They're 22's in college right now. She's got a pretty good head on her shoulder. I'd let her walk out the door with a $10,000 in her pocket and great VA and Texas Veterans benefits that she really doesn't have to worry about much. I hate to say, I think I fell short teaching my sons financial planning and budgeting. I taught them everything else, but I didn't get to, I don't think I did any better than with my daughter. The 18-year-old's in his senior year of high school, 16-year-old, a junior. They're going to walk out of the house with about $10,000 themselves too, and also the same VA benefits and the Hazelwood Act over here in Texas. I'm just, what else do I need to teach them or to show them what they need to do so they don't have this phone call with you 10, 20 years in life?
I'll jump in, and then John spent a bunch of years in higher ed. I want him to chime in on this, but I'll jump in. They're not leaving the house with $10,000 to start with. They're going to leave the house with a budget monthly that they're going to live on and that they have helped develop so they believe it. And then I'm going to fund that budget out of that $10,000. You don't hit the lottery because you graduate from high school and get a $10,000 check and pray God you know. You don't hand a kid a car keys and didn't know how to drive. You show them how to drive first.
I even with my daughter, it's monitored. I get to see what you spend.
Yeah, but that's too late. It's too late. You don't give her the $10,000. You give her money out of the $10,000 monthly to fund the budget that the two of you together worked up, and you're doing it together. This is what happened with the Ramsey kids. All right, so what should he do, John?
Hey, Eddie, I want to challenge your language, okay? You just say you failed them with a period at the end of that sentence, and I'm going to disagree with you. There is no greater gift. There's other gifts. A great gift that dad can give his sons is to take him out to breakfast and say, I left out a critical thing, a critical piece of information, and I'm going to look you, 18-year-old son, you're a man now, I'm going to look you in the eyes and tell you I'm sorry. And I'm going to put us through Financial Peace University. We're going to go through it together. We're going to do this plan together. I'm not too much of a macho Texan to say, I wish I'd done this differently when you were younger. I didn't, so here we go. And so failed as a period at the end of it. I don't like that, man. You're going to show your kids some vulnerability, and you're going to tell them you love them. And then like Dave said, you're going to not just hand them the keys to the car and say, man, you're 18 now. I hope you make good decisions, because we got enough brain science and we have enough newspaper headlines to show us that 18-year-olds don't make great decisions because they're 18. And 16-year-olds are 16-year-olds, man. So the greatest gift you can give your kids is this continual, I'm learning, I'm a dad, I'm still on a journey, I'm still figuring it out, and I'm going to stop you every time I see you, and I'm going to let you know what I'm learning. I'm going to be vulnerable with you.
And I'm going to make you do it. The bad news is I didn't teach you. The good news is we're
on it now, baby.
The other bad news is we're about to learn it together.
We're on it together.
And we're going to do it.
That's right.
The bad news is you got to do it anyway.
And the kids are going to learn by watching you.
Yeah.
They're going to grow from watching you.
Exactly. So
good for you, Eddie.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to have Kelly send you a copy of the book Smart Money, Smart Kids that Rachel and I did together. There's some good instruction in that along these same exact lines. But, yeah. Well, just put them through Financial Peace University. Put them in Ramsey Plus, too. That way they can do what John suggested. He and the son can go through it together. That's a good idea.